Ice is nature's most powerful preservative. Just like we freeze groceries to make them last longer, ice has preserved shipwrecks, fossils, and animal remains for thousands of years virtually untouched by time. With advancements in cryogenics, some even believe that humans might one day use freezing to pause life indefinitely. But for now, let's dive into this incredible journey through some of the most astonishing things ever discovered in ice. Whiskey on ice, literally. Not everything you take on a polar expedition makes it back. Sometimes not even the people do. But explorer Sir Ernest Shackleton did return from his 1907 South Pole journey, though he left behind something remarkable. Whiskey. Over 100 years later, bottles of McKinley's rare old Highland malt were uncovered beneath layers of ice. A team from New Zealand painstakingly retrieved them, and one bottle was thawed in Scotland and tasted. Connoisseurs describe it as mellow, fruity, and surprisingly light, a true time-traveling toast. A journal frozen in time. Even in Antarctica, nothing remains lost forever. Recently, a journal belonging to George Murray Levick, part of the ill-fated Terra Nova expedition led by Robert Scott in 1910, was rediscovered near Cape Evans. Levick survived a brutal winter by hiding in an ice cave and surviving on penguin meat. His journal, found encased in ice, preserves memories of more hopeful days during the early stages of their expedition. It's a poignant snapshot of human endurance and optimism in the face of impending tragedy. The secret valleys beneath Antarctica. When we think of Antarctica, valleys rarely come to mind. But scientists recently discovered 3 colossal valleys hidden beneath the continent's icy crust. The Foundation Trough, the Offset Rift Basin, and the Patuxent Trough. The Foundation is the largest, stretching over 217 miles long and 22 miles wide. These valleys act as natural ice highways, connecting the east and west Antarctic ice sheets. They remained unknown until 2019 due to satellite blind spots until Curious. Researchers flew over the gaps and made the groundbreaking discovery. An alien lake under Canadian ice. Liquid water beneath the Arctic? In 2018, PhD student Anja Rudeschauser detected strange radar reflections under the Devon ice cap in Nunavut, Canada. The discovery? A hidden, hypersaline lake beneath over a quarter-mile of ice at temperatures 13 degrees Fahrenheit below freezing. The likely cause: halite, rock salt, leaching from the bedrock and melting the ice above. Scientists believe similar processes could explain how water exists on Jupiter's moon Europa, suggesting the Canadian Arctic may mirror alien worlds. Mammoth meat still red. While dinosaurs steal the spotlight, woolly mammoths were equally awe-inspiring. A nearly intact female mammoth was recently discovered in Siberia's Lyakhovsky Islands. Incredibly, its flesh, muscle, and fur were still preserved. Muscle tissue remained red, as if it were fresh. The lower half was frozen in pure ice. The upper half rested in tundra for millennia. The mammoth's detached trunk suggests its death may not have been natural, adding an air of mystery to this frozen giant. Dinosaurs of ice and crocodile cousins. Antarctica wasn't always a frozen wasteland. In prehistoric times, it thrived with life. A new subspecies of carnivorous reptile, roughly the size of an iguana, was discovered there. Named Antarctonax shackletoni after the famed explorer, it's believed to be a precursor to modern crocodiles. Its discovery forces scientists to rethink the ancient ecosystems of Antarctica and Africa, once joined as one landmass. No similar species has been found in Africa, suggesting a richer biodiversity than once believed. Sea monster or prehistoric giant? A sensational fossil find in Antarctica had UK newspapers buzzing. It wasn't the Loch Ness Monster, but something real and enormous. A 70-million-year-old Elasmosaurus. Measuring 40 feet long and weighing 15 tons, it's one of the most complete marine reptile fossils ever found. Despite its terrifying size, it likely feasted on mollusks and crustaceans. Though it resembles the legendary Nessie, it predates the loch by tens of thousands of years. It perished just before the mass extinction that ended the dinosaur era. The frozen remains of Pegasus. Unlike other discoveries, this one was left in the ice on purpose. Near New Zealand's McMurdo Station lies the wreck of Pegasus, Lockheed Constellation aircraft that crashed in 1970. The impact destroyed its landing gear and shattered its underside, yet the crew miraculously survived. The plane was half buried in snow and ice, making recovery too dangerous. It remains there to this day, a ghostly monument that even lent its name to the nearby Pegasus airfield. The Viking sword in the sky. While hunting reindeer 5,000 feet up a Norwegian mountain, Einar Ambach stumbled across something incredible. A Viking sword, perfectly preserved. Experts confirmed it's over 1,100 years old, possibly belonging to a warrior lost in the mountains. Due to the altitude and freezing conditions, the sword avoided rust and decay. Strangely, no other artifacts were found nearby, leaving the story of its owner a frozen mystery. Wall of Fish, a frozen tragedy. In South Dakota, what looked like a bizarre art installation was actually a tragic natural event. When Lake Andes froze over, it blocked sunlight from reaching algae, halting oxygen production. Thousands of fish suffocated, floated to the surface, and were later frozen into eerie ice walls pushed ashore by winter winds. The gruesome sight didn't last long. Local eagles and crows made quick work of the frozen buffet. Frozen bison and a puppy from prehistory. In 2011, a Siberian tribe uncovered a 9,000-year-old bison, so well preserved that scientists could perform an almost full autopsy. Even the brain was intact enough for a CT scan. The bison likely died of starvation, evident from its depleted fat reserves. But the most astonishing find wasn't the bison, it was a puppy. Discovered in the same region, the 12,400-year-old dog doesn't match any known species, suggesting it's an extinct canine. Its preservation is so perfect, cloning may soon bring it back. With its sharp teeth and youthful organs, it was likely a family companion to early humans. Subscribe for more wonders. From ancient journals to frozen giants and prehistoric predators, ice reveals stories that time tried to erase. Don't miss out on more amazing discoveries. Subscribe and turn on notifications, so you'll be the first to see what's uncovered next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.